The girl was horrified to discover her young cousin crawling toward the edge of the swimming pool. But instead of stopping him, she went up to the second floor to watch in real time, because she had already placed snacks along the pool, so that if her cousin crawled over, he would fall in and drown. As her cousin got closer and closer to the pool, the girl smiled with satisfaction. However, at this crucial moment, her aunt appeared just in time and picked him up. Seeing her plan fail, the girl felt incredibly disappointed. Even worse, her attentive uncle discovered the snacks by the pool and noticed the door. It had definitely been locked. So how could the child have crawled out? During dinner, he casually asked Emma what she had been doing earlier, but Emma had already prepared her response, calmly saying she'd been studying upstairs the whole time. Seeing he couldn't get any information, her uncle had to let it go. Watching his frustrated expression, Emma found it quite amusing. She really loved the feeling of manipulating people in the palm of her hand. But Emma's happiness didn't last long, as she learned that her uncle and aunt were sending her to boarding school. Emma pretended to be happy on the surface, but in reality, the orange in her hand was nearly crushed from her grip. She and her aunt had relied on each other for 4 years. She was the real family. So why listen to her uncle's opinion and send her away? Back in her room, Emma could no longer hide her anger. She buried her face in a cushion and let out a muffled scream. After composing herself, she walked to the mirror and recklessly styled her hair. In her heart, murderous thoughts arose again. Since her uncle was so unreasonable, Emma decided to send him to his grave herself. That evening, her uncle was frying steaks when the phone in the room suddenly rang. In his hurry, he asked Emma to watch the stove, but as soon as he left, Emma poured a large amount of peanut oil into the pan and turned the heat to maximum. She thought she could start a fire and burn her uncle to death, but unexpectedly, he rushed back immediately. Emma had no choice but to pretend she had just come from the bathroom and then grabbed the fire extinguisher to put out the flames. Facing her aunt's accusations, her uncle blamed everything on Emma, although her aunt temporarily calmed the argument. In her uncle's eyes, Emma saw a hint of suspicion. Emma knew he had become suspicious, and the next time she wanted to make a move, the opportunity wouldn't be so good.